We've been waiting for months, and now we have some answers regarding debris removal for those impacted by the Marshall Fire.
Yeah, Boulder County was sharing details today as far as when that work could start and who will be first, as we're also wondering how long it might take. So 9 News reporter Katie Eastman is here now joining us to help break down that schedule. Katie?
Yeah, Tom and Kim, we have seen some heavy equipment in burned down neighborhoods, but right now that's just from those private contractors. So in a few weeks, we can expect to see more excavators from that public process. That is from the 800 people who opted into the process that's led by Boulder County and the cities of Superior and Louisville. That public process has started, and there will be 30 cleanup crews total. Right now, it's just arborists and contractors going to properties to plan things out. So when that heavy equipment goes in, it's going in phases, with the whole project expected to last 4 months. The first areas to be cleaned up will include El Dorado in Louisville, Sagamore and Original Town in Superior, and Marshall in unincorporated Boulder County. Those areas were prioritized based on 3 things. 2 of them come from the federal government, since this project is using more than $50 million in FEMA funds. The first factor looks at homes' proximity to waterways. The second uses EPA's environmental justice mapping tool. That takes population trends into account, like the amount of people of color and low-income households in an area. The third part of the criteria takes efficiency into account. What will be the quickest to clean up and the most cost-effective? Now, Boulder County knows that people want to be at the top of the list. Some parts of Louisville in the St. Andrews area and the parts of downtown Superior won't be cleaned up until July, but the county says by then, this will be a well-oiled machine. They added that if anyone out there has not made a plan, they can still reach out to the county. They don't want anyone to be left out.
Well, of course, the hope is that it is a well-oiled machine, that it plays out as forecast, but for some people, there's a decision as to whether they want to follow the public process or maybe go privately.
Yeah, and for some people, it might be advantageous to go through the public process, even though it might take a little longer than a private contractor, because if your insurance does not cover all of this debris cleanup, then that federal money, that's going to fill the gap.
Well, hopefully it is progress. It's been a heartbreaking and tedious process already, and there's much more to do.
I know. I think initially your head goes immediately like, will I rebuild? And then you don't even think about the fact that, oh, well, first we have to clear all of this. Yeah. And that's a process.
And yeah, that process of clearing is really difficult. You have to make sure that the ash stays wet so that it doesn't get into the air. You have to make sure there's no asbestos in the foundations. Just a lot of things to take into account.
Wow. A lot is being asked of these people. All right, Katie, thanks.